जो प्यार करेगा, हर दिल जो प्यार करेगा, हर दिल जो प्यार करेगा,
उसे हंसना भी होगा, उसे रोना भी होगा, उसे पाना भी होगा, उसे खोना भी होगा। सुबह शाम तन्हाई में आहे भरेगा, हर दिल जो प्यार करेगा। हर दिल जो प्यार करेगा, हर दिल जो प्यार करेगा। उसे जगना भी होगा, उसे सोना भी होगा, उसे जीना भी होगा, जहर पीना भी होगा।
किसी के हंसी चेहरे पे वो तो मरेगा, हर दिल जो प्यार करेगा, हर दिल जो प्यार करेगा, हर दिल जो प्यार करेगा।
उसे कहना भी होगा, चुप रहना भी होगा, उसे दर्द जुदाई यहाँ सहना भी होगा।
लाख झुकाए कोई वो ना झुकेगा, हर दिल जो प्यार करेगा,
हर दिल जो प्यार करेगा,
हर दिल जो प्यार करेगा, हर दिल जो प्यार करेगा, हर दिल जो प्यार करेगा। ला 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 के नाचो ओढ़नी ओढ़नी ओढ़ के नाचो ओढ़नी ओढ़नी ओढ़ के नाचो ओढ़नी ओढ़नी ओढ़ के नाचो ओढ़नी नाचो ओढ़नी ओढ़ के यार ये दिल परदेसी हो गया हमें तुमसे हो गया प्यार के दिल परदेसी हो गया हो नाचो ओढ़नी ओढ़ के यार के दिल परदेसी हो गया हमें तुमसे हो गया प्यार के दिल परदेसी हो गया ओढ़नी ओढ़ के नाचो ओढ़नी ओढ़नी ओढ़ के नाचो ओढ़नी
तेरे इश्क का छाया खुमार ये दिल परदेसी हो गया हमें तुमसे हो गया प्यार के दिल परदेसी हो गया हर कसम तोड़ के नाचूं हर कसम तोड़ के नाचूं हर कसम
ओढ़नी ओढ़ के नाचो ओढ़नी बोले चूड़ी पायलिया बोले आजा डोली लेके आजा साजना बोले चूड़ी पायलिया बोले आजा डोली लेके आजा साजना हाथों में मेहंदी हो मांग मेरी सिंदूरी हो तेरे नाम का किया सिंगार ये सिंगार मेरे रूप की आई बहार के दिल परदेसी हो गया और नाचो ओढ़नी ओढ़ के यार के दिल परदेसी हो गया
मैं तो तेरे नाम लिखूंगा प्यासी ये कहानी एहसास की मैं तो तेरे नाम लिखूंगा प्यासी ये कहानी एहसास की मिलना हो तो ऐसा हो सदियों तक ना दूरी हो मैंने बरसों किया इंतजार ओ दिलदार बेकरारी में भी आया करार के दिल परदेसी हो गया हो हमें तुमसे हो गया प्यार के दिल परदेसी हो गया। हर कसम तोड़ के नाचूं, हर कसम तोड़ के नाचूं, हर कसम। सर की जो सर से वो धीरे धीरे पागल हुआ रे मैं धीरे धीरे तेरी चुनरिया दिल ले गई। सर की जो सर से वो धीरे धीरे पागल हुआ रे मैं धीरे धीरे। सर की जो सर से वो धीरे धीरे पागल हुआ रे मैं धीरे धीरे तेरी चुनरिया दिल ले गई। तेरी ये बिंदिया दिल ले गई। सर की जो सर से वो धीरे धीरे पागल हुआ रे मैं धीरे धीरे। सर की जो सर से वो धीरे धीरे पागल हुआ रे मैं धीरे धीरे तेरी चुनरिया दिल ले गई। तेरी ये बिंदिया दिल ले गई। मिलकर ये जाना है होता क्यों दिल ये दीवाना है। तय कर लिया तुम्हें पाना है क्या प्यार है ये दिखाना है।
मेरे भोले सनम मेरे प्यारे सनम दीवाने सनम अनजाने सनम। बोले मेरा कंगना धीरे धीरे बोले मेरी पायल धीरे धीरे।
ओ बोले तेरा कंगना धीरे धीरे बोले तेरी पायल धीरे धीरे तेरी चुनरिया दिल ले गई। तेरी ये बिंदिया दिल ले गई। तेरा मेरा जन्मों का नाता है, यूं ही नहीं दिल लुभाता है, रिश्ते ये रब ही बनाता है, करके बहाने मिलाता है।
मेरी यादों में तुम, मेरी बातों में तुम, मेरी सांसों में तुम, मेरी राहों में तुम। बोले मेरी धड़कन धीरे धीरे, बोले मेरी धड़कन धीरे धीरे।
ओ बोले मेरी धड़कन धीरे धीरे, बोले मेरी तड़पन धीरे धीरे। तेरी चुनरिया दिल ले गई, तेरी ये बिंदिया दिल ले गई। सर की जो सर से वो धीरे धीरे, पागल हुआ रे मैं धीरे धीरे। सर की जो सर से वो धीरे धीरे, पागल हुआ रे मैं धीरे धीरे। तेरी चुनरिया दिल ले गई, तेरी ये बिंदिया दिल ले गई।
मैं टूट के सनम ऐसे ही तुझे चाहूंगी, तेरी आँखों से कभी दूर नहीं जाऊंगी। कसम है तुझको मेरी साजना मोहब्बत की, मैं सात फेरों के सातों वचन निभाऊंगी। तुझे प्यार से देखने वाला, तुझे अपना समझने वाला एक दिल है, एक दिल है, एक दिल ही तो है। मेरा दिल है, मेरा दिल है, मेरा दिल ही तो है।
तुझे प्यार से देखने वाला, तुझे अपना समझने वाला एक दिल है, एक दिल है, एक दिल ही तो है। मेरा दिल है, मेरा दिल है, मेरा दिल ही तो है।
तेरे लिए सबको मैं आज दिल भर छोड़ के आई, रस्मों के कसमों के सारे बंधन तोड़ के आई।
देखो मैं तो देखो सोने यार को जब पल के उठाऊं, जिंदगी बना के मेरी जान को मैं सांसों में बसाऊं।
तेरे इश्क में डूबने वाला, तुझे हर पल ढूंढने वाला एक दिल है, एक दिल है, एक दिल ही तो है। मेरा दिल है, मेरा दिल है, मेरा दिल ही तो है।
आजा तेरी सुनी सुनी मांग को मैं तारों से भर दूं, सजनी दीवानी सारी उम्र अब मैं तेरे नाम कर दूं।
सारी दुनिया को मैं तो भूल बैठी बाहों में आके, ऐसा लगा सब कुछ पा लिया है तेरा प्यार पाके।
तेरे ख्वाब सजाने वाला, तेरी दुनिया बसाने वाला एक दिल है, एक दिल है, एक दिल ही तो है। मेरा दिल है, मेरा दिल है, हाँ दिल ही तो है।
तुझे प्यार से देखने वाला,
तुझे अपना समझने वाला
एक दिल है,
एक दिल है,
एक दिल ही तो है।
मेरा दिल है,
मेरा दिल है,
हाँ दिल ही तो है। एक दिल है, मेरा दिल है, हाँ दिल ही तो है। करे तुझको भी प्यार हो जाए, रब करे तुझको भी प्यार हो जाए।
मेरा दिल भी तेरा तलबगार हो जाए, मेरा दिल भी तेरा तलबगार हो जाए। रब करे मुझको भी प्यार हो जाए, रब करे मुझको भी प्यार हो जाए।
तू अदा है, तू मोहब्बत, तू ही मेरा प्यार है। मर मिटा हूँ हाँ मुझे इकरार है।
जानती हूँ है शरारत ये जो तेरा प्यार है, क्या करूँ मैं, क्या करूँ मैं, दिल को तो इनकार है।
ओ तेरे दिल पे मेरा इख्तियार हो जाए, तेरे दिल पे मेरा इख्तियार हो जाए। रब करे तुझको भी प्यार हो जाए, रब करे तुझको भी प्यार हो जाए। दिल चुरा ले जाऊंगा।
तेरे दिल पे मुझको एतबार हो जाए, तेरे दिल पे मुझको एतबार हो जाए। रब करे मुझको भी प्यार हो जाए, रब करे मुझको भी प्यार हो जाए।
ओ तेरा दिल भी जाना बेकरार हो जाए, तेरा दिल भी जाना बेकरार हो जाए। रब करे तुझको भी प्यार हो जाए, रब करे तुझको भी प्यार हो जाए।
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters. Strength. What is strength? To some, it's the clanging of iron in a gym, the burn of muscle under tension, the sculpting of a body to perfection. But the truest form of strength, the kind that carries you through heartbreak, through betrayal, through loss and despair, that strength is not built under fluorescent lights or behind mirrors lined with protein powders. It is built in the silence before dawn, when your limbs are trembling not from a barbell, but from the weight of your sins and the hope in your Lord's mercy. That strength begins on the prayer mat, where the heart bends before the body does, where the tears fall before the sweat ever could, where a soul weary from the world comes back home to Allah. It is not visible to the eye. It doesn't show in flexed arms or chiseled abs. But when calamity strikes, when people abandon you, when the ground beneath your feet begins to tremble, you'll see who stands and who collapses. Because the man who trained his body may win the war of flesh, but the one who trained his soul wins the war of life. We were not sent here merely to survive. We were sent here to transcend. And that transcendence starts when your forehead touches the earth, not when your ego touches the ceiling. You see, your body will one day return to the dust, but your soul, it was never made of dust. It was breathed into you by the command of Allah, and what nourishes it is not food, not fame, not followers, not medals. It is prayer. It is that conversation in the stillness of the night when the world is asleep, but the angels are writing. It is that moment in sujud when you whisper your brokenness to the one who is never broken, when you bring your wounds, your worries, your wants, and lay them at the feet of the Most High. That's where strength is forged, not in how loud you speak, but how quietly you submit, not in how hard you punch, but how gently you forgive, not in how many enemies you defeat, but in how many of your own demons you overcome. We have been fooled, my brothers and sisters, fooled into thinking that power is noise, that confidence is arrogance, that strength is how much you can lift, not how much you can lower yourself before Allah. But the Prophet, the strongest man to ever walk this earth, cried in prayer so long his feet would swell. He conquered empires not with weapons, but with character. He didn't need to scream to command respect. His presence was thunder wrapped in gentleness, and his heart was anchored in the prayer. Every time life shook him, he turned to Salah, not social media, not distractions, not escape. "O Bilal," he would say, "give us rest through it." Not from it, through it, because prayer was not a burden. It was his recharge station, his therapy, his sanctuary. You want to build real strength? Then stop skipping Fajr and wondering why your life feels heavy. Stop numbing your soul with dunya and wondering why your heart feels hollow. Go back to the mat. Go back to that space where the floor meets your face and your pride meets its end, where your eyes stop pretending and your soul starts remembering, because that's where the foundations of resilience are laid. You can be crushed by the weight of this world, or you can bow to the one who controls it. That choice will define everything. Don't be the man who can lift 200 pounds but can't lift his hands to make dua. Don't be the woman who can run marathons but cannot run away from gossip. What's the point of external discipline if the internal self is still a prisoner to desires? You want to be unshakable? Then build your life around the one who never wavers. Train your soul the way athletes train their bodies, with consistency, with focus, with pain, because pain will come regardless, but only those who use it to purify their hearts will find peace at the end of it. And that peace, it doesn't come from perfect circumstances, it comes from a perfected connection. The gym may sculpt your body, but it's the mat that sculpts your destiny. Every sajda is a stroke in the masterpiece of your soul. Every tear in prayer is an invisible scar that builds you from the inside out. Every whispered dua is a weapon forged in silence, unknown to the world, but heard by the King of Kings. And wallahi, if he is with you, you have strength greater than armies. You could walk alone through fire and come out untouched, because the one who bows only to Allah will never bow to fear, never collapse under pressure, never drown in the sea of despair. So why chase validation from those who don't even know your battles? Why seek applause from people who don't hear your cries? Let your worth be defined in the unseen. Let your strength be measured by how long. Let your strength be measured by how long you can hold your sujood, not your plank. Let your mind be disciplined through Quran before it is disciplined by dopamine. Because this world is obsessed with optimization. Productivity hacks, morning routines, cold plunges, gym selfies, alpha talk. And yet, so many are burning out, anxious, number lost. Because they optimized the body but neglected the soul. They built fortresses out of muscle but left the heart unguarded. They wear armor on the outside but are bleeding inside. You want real masculinity? You want true femininity? Then look to the ones who stood through trials not with biceps but with belief. Look to Hajar, who ran between hills 7 times, not for cardio but for conviction. Look to Musa alayhi salam, whose staff split oceans, not because of its wood, but because of the one who commanded it. Look to the youth in the cave, the Ashabul Kahf, who fled a tyrant and took refuge not in armies, but in the mercy of Allah. That's strength. Strength is walking away from sin when your soul is starving. Strength is saying no when everything around you says yes. Strength is waking up for Fajr when your body begs for more sleep, but your heart knows the Lord of the worlds is waiting. It is patience in delay, it is dignity in silence, it is trust in unseen decrees, and it is found again and again on the mat. Because the mat doesn't lie. You can fake a smile, fake a quote, fake your way through life, but you can't fake a sincere sujood. You can't fake the tremble in your voice when you say, Ya Allah, I'm tired. You can't fake the shiver in your chest when you recite His words and they pierce you like they were meant just for you. The prayer mat reveals what the gym never could, who you really are when no one's watching, who you call on when everything falls apart, who you trust when you're standing at the edge of despair, and who you become when you rise from sujood healed. And when you rise from sujood, you're no longer the same person. You don't walk out of prayer, you ascend, transformed. Because in that one act of bowing, you crushed the arrogance that shouts, I'm enough on my own. And you whispered a truth far more powerful, I am nothing without my Lord. This is the kind of strength that makes a person unshakable. Not because life gets easier, but because they've surrendered to the one who controls all ease. Not because the storms stop, but because they now carry the calm within. Have you ever seen someone lose everything and still smile? Not a fake smile, not the mask the world wears, but a smile that comes from an unbroken connection to the most merciful. That's strength you can't build in a gym. That's the kind of resilience that comes from a life of tawakkul, reliance on Allah so complete that even if the world collapses, your heart stays whole, because that heart is not attached to outcomes. It's attached to the creator of all outcomes. Brothers and sisters, we live in a world that rewards appearances but ignores depth. We measure people by followers, not faith. We admire hustle, not humility. But when the lights go off, when the applause fades, when your body is lowered into a grave and your name becomes a past tense, what strength will remain? What will carry you in that moment? Your bank account, your six-pack, your LinkedIn, your gym PR? Or will it be the moments you stood before your Lord in the quiet hours of the night, weeping for forgiveness, begging for paradise? Will it be the prayer you offered when your limbs were weak, when your heart was shattered, when your world was dark, but your iman stayed lit? That is the strength we were created for, not the strength that conquers others, but the strength that conquers self. Because the nafs is your greatest enemy. It whispers, skip salah, just this once. It tells you, you're too tired, you'll pray later. But the one who defeats their nafs has already won the battle before any fight begins. He doesn't need the world to bend to him because he has bent his soul to Allah. And that's the paradox of prayer, isn't it? The lower you go in sujud, the higher your soul rises. The more you let go, the more you're held. The more you humble yourself before the Most High, the more you are honored. Because honor is not in being seen by the world. It's in being seen by the one who sees your every silent struggle. That's why some of the most powerful people you'll ever meet are invisible to society. They're not influencers and they don't trend, but they carry mountains of patience on their backs. They lift a weight of trauma with nothing but dua. They push through depression, grief, loneliness with prayer as their shield. And they smile genuinely because they know strength is not about escaping pain. It's about meeting pain with purpose. And that purpose is rooted in prayer. Do you want clarity in your decisions? Pray. Do you want peace in your marriage? Pray. Do you want direction in your business? Pray. Do you want to heal from betrayal, heartbreak, loss? Pray. Because on that mat, the King listens. On that mat, angels surround you. On that mat, the gates of the heavens open. And what you ask for in sujud may be the very thing that rewrites your destiny. Don't wait for your world to collapse before you return to Allah. Don't wait for your heart to break before you remember who holds it. Don't wait for loss to wake you up. Wake up now. The prayer mat is calling, and the ones who answer it, they move differently. They walk with presence. They speak with purpose. They live with light, because their strength is not self-generated. It is divinely sourced. And when strength comes from Allah, nothing in this world can break you. Not people, not pain, not pressure, not poverty. You rise again and again, not because of you, but because you're held by the one who never lets go. That's why we say, Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakil. Allah is sufficient for us, and what a perfect disposer of affairs. If you truly believe that, your heart becomes unshakable. You won't chase validation, you won't fear rejection, you won't crumble under delay, because you know the one who loves you more than 70 mothers is guiding every step. So the next time life tries to break you, go to the mat. Not to cry to the world, not to complain to people, but to pour your soul before the one who hears what you don't even know how to say, and watch how your Lord responds. He may not remove the trial, but He will reinforce you. He may not shorten the road, but He will strengthen your legs. He may not change the storm, but He'll calm your heart. That's real power, the kind that doesn't wear out with age. The kind that doesn't fade in difficulty. The kind that doesn't need applause to stay alive. It's the power of a soul connected to its source. So my beloved brothers and sisters, stop training for a world that will forget you. Start preparing for a hereafter that never will. Let your body be strong, yes, but let your soul be stronger. Let your mind be sharp, but let your heart be sincere. Let your goals be lofty, but let your knees know the floor more than your feet know the podium. Because inner strength doesn't begin with success. It begins with sujud. It begins when you say Allahu Akbar, and you actually mean it. When you raise your hands to the sky, not to fight, but to surrender. When you stop asking the world to lift you and ask the one who owns the world, that's when your real transformation begins. That's when the chains break. That's when the fire turns to light. That's when you become who you were always meant to be. Not a slave to the world, but a servant of the Most High. And when you become that servant, everything changes. You start walking through life with a calm no chaos can touch. People look at you and they wonder, how do they keep going? How do they still have peace after all they've been through? But what they don't see is what happens behind closed doors. They don't see the sujud in the last third of the night. They don't hear the Quran echoing off your walls while the world sleeps. They don't feel the weight of your dua as it rises to the heavens, raw, trembling, desperate, sincere. Because real strength, real power, it's silent, it's private. It doesn't seek spotlight, it seeks salvation. You'll know you're there when the opinions of people no longer sway your direction. When the highs of this world don't inflate you and the lows don't destroy you, because you've anchored yourself in the only thing that doesn't change, Allah. And how did you do it? By falling to the floor, by lowering yourself in prayer, by surrendering every plan, every fear, every burden. You became strongest when you stopped pretending to be strong on your own. Look around you. People are burning out chasing success, desperate for identity, overwhelmed with anxiety. But the believer, he slows down when the world speeds up. She kneels when the world shouts to stand tall, because they know there is no victory outside the command of the one above. Even the greatest warriors of Islam never fought without first praying. Victory never came from numbers or weapons. It came from sincerity, from purity, from the hidden night spent begging Allah for help. What use is strength without direction? What good is victory without values? You can build a fortune, you can carve your body from stone, but if you lose your soul in the process, you've built a palace on sand. It will collapse. Because everything this world offers is temporary. The car will rust, the followers will forget, the fame will fade, the mirror will crack. But what you build on the prayer mat, what you whisper in sujood, what you cry out to Allah in secret, that stays. That is written, that is stored with the most merciful, who never wastes a tear, never ignores a sigh, never forgets a single moment when you chose Him over everything else. So what are you building? What are you chasing? Don't spend your life polishing the shell and starving the soul. Don't train like a warrior and pray like a stranger. Let your discipline begin where strength truly lives, on the mat. Every prayer is a rep. Every ayah you recite is a breath of life into your dead spaces. Every sajda is a blow against the ego that wants to rule you. And just like the gym, it won't always feel good. You'll get tired, distracted, weary. But consistency is the